So notes for lane phase so far is do something with wave prio. It's definitely more so a case of y'all getting the lead and then not transferring anything with it. Ooh, this is a risky dive. Yeah, nice try, nice try. Aww. Yeah, so what happened there? It might be hard to tell, but so after you get that page kill, you know, you gotta recognize that you dove page. So now you're behind the enemy lines. And you gotta book it. What a parry. That was sick. That was sick, Cal. Like, sub, join the channel, go follow on Twitch. And we are back with another Film Room Friday. Today, we're gonna be going into an Archon 3 game. This was submitted by... Where are you? Elixir478 gave us the game code, described it as Fever Dream. 2 words. I say 1 word review. This was 2. I'll accept it. Stupid Moo Cow played the Yamato. I'm an Oracle player, so I'm not sure how likely you are to select me, but I hope you do, because I love this idea. Well, Moo Cow, we got you here today. So we're going to hop into this game, give Moo Cow a little shot. It looks like we're building, for the most part, pretty decently. Juggernaut's a little questionable, but, you know, oh well. This was a 38-minute game. Looks like they won, which, you know, will take some times. So, we'll see if we can't learn you up a thing or two and improve your gameplay just a little bit more. Make sure you get up out of Oracle. But, for now, let's hop in. Alrighty, quick little lane swap. Aggressive off rip, especially against Vindicta, is always good. Good standing, good standing. Great skirmishes. You won the trade for the most part. Not a horrible trade. And we go straight to clearing up ads. Keeping the pressure going. Targeting Vindicta, which is good again. In this lane matchup, you're always going to want to target that Vindicta. Don't know if you're talking to your Ivy at all, but would be good to get on the same page as her. We shove wave, we go back to buy. Looks like we pick up melee lifesteal, good for some sustain, especially on Yam, where a 1 regen character. So this melee lifesteal is going to help you stay up just a little bit longer. Good Crimson Slash. You know, you might not have gotten exactly what you wanted out of it, but it gave you some sustain, helped you clean up the wave. Excuse me. And your Ivy got the Vin, so we're doing well. We're doing well. I was going to say, here, instead of shoving again, I would have started to back up, just let the wave come back, because we're going to clear this one and hopefully go for a camp. Bit of a risky dive. Ooh. Yeah, that wasn't too favorable. We should back up here, try and grab our camp that's about to spawn in 5 seconds. We'll see if we do that. Camp just spawned, boxes just spawn. Nicest Deadlock player. I don't know who they're talking about. So here, since we have aggro, since we have prio in the lane, I would really prioritize getting boxes, getting that camp. You know, especially as what you described as an Oracle player. We really want to focus on snowballing this lead that we already kind of have set with keeping them low. It'd be nice to get the Apollo kill, but I don't think we get this here. Back up a bit. Do we steal some boxes? Nope. So we get wave prio again. We're not going to really do anything with it. Oh, we do go back for the camp finally. Okay. Minute behind, so the respawn's going to be at like 4:30 instead of 3:30, but oh well. We'll see if we're on top of that. I was going to say, if we grab boxes here, we could honestly probably afford a 1600, but we're going to buy Spirit Snatch. I see you. Spirit Strike. Apologies. Page struggling with some keybinds, you know. You know how pages do. If you want to be featured on the next Film Room Friday, drop a game code, a 1-word review, maybe 2, since I'm already kind of pulling back on that. Your name and your rank. And maybe you too can be on the next film on Friday. So, symptom of just being too aggro, not doing anything with it, is we die. You know, we're just kind of constantly keeping pressure. We're constantly up in their face. And that means that, you know, even though we're kind of on half health, we're still going to hold W. You know, one thing after another, we're probably going to take an L. So, sign for the first death, not a big deal. We're still, you know, for the most part, pretty up on them when it comes to priority in the lane. This isn't too good. You got a full wave under your tower now, and we're just fighting. Don't know exactly why. Your Ivy might die here. It would be very unfortunate. Yep, getting her off the Ivy's back. I see you. Ivy healed up a bit. Back to the creeps. Getting aggro again. Diving when you see your Ivy dive. This is good. Oof. Nice try, nice try. Damn, the fact that that landed was kind of crazy. Nice dive into the side room. See, again, we have prio here. We're not going to do anything with it. We're just going to keep prio. I would really like to go grab boxes, grab your camp. Looks like we buy Enchanter's Emblem. Solid buy, especially against the Apollo. But like here, I would go grab those camp, or I would go grab those boxes. There you go. Grab the boxes kind of in your own jungle on these buildings to your right. Looks like Ivy left. Which is fine. You're going to get this full wave. Get this full heal. Doesn't do too much, but oh well. You were left here alone. Not much you can do. Nice ult. Stops you from being silenced. This is a little aggressive. I know you're in the middle of your ult, but diving in, you know, you're still going to take a lot of damage. Good you got the heal off. That was fantastic, but yeah. Still results in a death. See if Ivy cleans up anything. Doesn't look like it, unfortunately. And we're diving back down. So notes for lane phase so far is do something with wave prio. We're kind of just sitting here, keeping it shoved. This is something I just learned. Not just learned, but, you know, have really started to focus up on. Is once you have lane prio, go do other stuff. Go grab a camp. Go grab boxes. Go grab their boxes. Go grab their camp. It's minute 7, so we know sinners are about to spawn at minute 8. We'll see if we do anything with that. I'm doubtful, but we'll see. We'll see. And, you know, the last kind of sequence of events, you got prio, or you were shoved after your Ivy got pushed, and so you couldn't go grab buff. And so now we're just playing a little awkwardly. Ivy's Vindictus hunting. She wants that snipe. Ooh. Coming back for the camp. This is fine. Nearly got that off. Yeah, your Apollo's taking your sinners. So this is that. This is just being conscious of those timers, you know. We're an Oracle now. We really gotta play for all the resources, all the OBJs, little and small, big and small. Nice, you get this kill, Hundo P. Hell yeah. And to die for it, but you know. Solid trade. You did what you could. We'll see if Ivy cleans up. Probably not. So far, your combat's not too bad. And you understand... Where's my heal game for real? You know, we understand the Yamato kit, it looks like, and kind of generally how to play Deadlock, but we're not really getting advanced with it. We're not really, you know, focusing on all the minutia, all the extra little tidbits that we could be doing just to get that little bit higher. Ivy ulting for some reason. Don't exactly know why. So buffs are about to spawn in 30 seconds. We'll see if we do anything. Buffs and Urn. And it looks like we're on yellow lane, so Urn will spawn right next to you. Ooh, if y'all can get this kill, big. So Apollo was busy doing his sinners, you know? Not the greatest while your Vindicta's getting dove, but what can he do? He can go help her. Yeah, Haze is here. We'll see if Ivy dies. Gets out. All right. R.I.P. Now you got 3 on you. Yeah. Not much to do there, you know, with Haze coming over. It's 2v3. That's, you know, that's what she's supposed to do. Supposed to gank. But you know, I think yet again just focusing on those timings. 2 minutes, 3 minutes and 30 seconds for the respawn of 2-minute camp. Yo, you fed the hell out of Apollo. I mean, yes and no. It's like y'all just weren't using your time wisely. It's not necessarily that you fed him. He's a hard character to shut down, but it's definitely more so a case of y'all getting the lead and then not transferring anything with it. You mean the strong laner 1 lane? There you go. That's crazy. I like the fact that you're talking back. A strong laner 1 lane. Wow. Crazy. Good aggro. You're doing damage. I would definitely focus on the Apollo, but yeah, he's above you. All right, hopefully we back off and maybe buy some stuff or steal a camp. Fantastic. Now, do we leave 1 camp, 1 ad? No. I always like to leave the smallest ad I can so that the camp doesn't respawn and they have to come back and actually grab that. Spirit Snatch, a good item. You know, it's going to give you some spirit res, some spirit power, and of course that spirit damage. Good thing we're picking this up. Looks like your Rem and Wraith are invading jungle. Fantastic. So now you as Yamato, in this kind of mid-game period of the game, really want to be rotating throughout, trying to find a fight. You're 10k. You're ahead of most of these. Vindicta, Viscus, Bebop. I would even say Paige, because she's 10k, but Paige at 10k versus Yamato at 10k is not a good thing for Paige. So, especially after you got Spirit Snatch, you know, you're a bit beefier now. You're a bit stronger. You can take more fights. But, you know, picking up the lane is just some handiwork, or just some house cleaning, as it were, in Deadlock. Just something you got to do. Heal Bait, nice purchase. Not too many healers on their team, but still good for you on the hero on kill. Or kill. Heal on hero kill. There we go. I was going to say, y'all get this man 100%. Nice. Mo Lester. Classic. Doing well, doing well. Yeah, I was going to say, let's steal some camps, steal some boxes. So I think we understand the whole concept of, you know, shoving and then stealing. It's just we got to transfer that down to lane phase. Diving the page. Ooh. Couldn't get the full 180. Really good, your targeting page here. Really good. Nice melee. Oh, Haze is here? Yeah, I was going to say, turn around for the Haze. Go just fall over. Ooh, Vindicta's popping up. Ooh, this is a risky dive. Yeah, nice try, nice try. I like the idea. You know, it just kind of spiraled out of hand where there's Hayes showed up, then Vindicta showed up, so I think in that case, instead of going for the Apollo still, I know he's chasing you. I would just kind of group with your team and go for that Hayes. Because Apollo can't kill all of y'all. But nice try, nice try. Fast forward a little bit. There we go, resetting our camp since somebody stole it. Grabbing buff, fantastic. Grabbing sinners, fantastic. I can't stop winning. Deadlock mod manager for all your Deadlock modding needs. I'm not sponsored, just a genuine plug. Grabbing wave, this is good. Grabbing more camps, fantastic. We're at 3.4, so we could buy and join a fight maybe. We'll see if that happens. Ooh, we're diving the page. I like it, I like it, I like it. Aww. Like I say, we can't get juked by the page. Come on now. No! Ooh, now Dynamo's there. Everybody's here, actually. Oh my god, the page went all the way down. Crazy, crazy. Good you found that kill, though. Especially down there. Okay, yeah. Nice, we're hunting down. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a little scary getting out, but with your ult, you should be fine. I would keep running. Okay, grabbing some mid boxes. Good. So we got a couple picks. We should probably transfer this into Earn. You know, you're playing solo, no doubt. So, you know, I know it's hard to coordinate a team together to do something like that, but calling out, hey, we just got 2 picks on blue. Let's go run Earn. Life Strike, Torment Pulse, extra regen. Sure. All good buys on y'all. Pick up the wave, great. Fast forward a little bit. Prince is missing. Yeah, Apollo's 20k, so he's a little stonky. Ooh. Got done up by Apollo, I see. You know, it happens to the best. Not much you can do. I mean, yeah, you just need to play back a little more, right? Like, you're coming into the lane. You see that Apollo is in the lane. Maybe you don't, but as soon as you do, you need to register the fact that he beat us in lane. He's probably still ahead. He's ahead by now 6k. I think it was only like 3 or 4 before. But he's going to be beefy. He's going to be chonky. So we need to pull back, play under the walker, let the wave come to us, get the walker resist that's added to you whenever you're under the walker, and fight him there so that hopefully those resists give you a bit more space, give you a bit more time to deal with him. And, you know, he might get some walker damage, but it's a hell of a lot better than him taking the whole walker because you died in front of walker, which is what happened. As well, you know, for the Apollo, we should be looking at items like slowing hex to really shut him down. On Yamato, I really like silence wave. You know, especially against Vindicta, against Paige, against Bebop. Slowing hex is gonna do a lot. This fight, I don't know, is too advantageous. He's still 4k above you, 6k above you. And you know, I mean, he blew his kit, so we'll see. But I don't know if this is too good. Looks like we do die here, so yeah, we're just chasing him down, which, you know, I get, but nice melee. Aww. Yeah, so what happened there? It might be hard to tell, but we come back to lane. We have Rem with us. Let me reconstitute myself. Take a sip of water. All right. So we come back to lane. We just died to the Apollo. We now know he's up. We have Rem with us. We think we might be able to take the fight. We start the fight all the way down here in... Oh, I can't move. We start the fight all the way at mid-bridge with Apollo. The fight comes all the way to Apollo's Walker. Now, that is a symptom of a fight taking too long. You as Yamato should usually be able to finish a fight fairly quickly, 10, 15, 20 seconds. We're pushing that minute mark where everybody sees that you're fighting Apollo on their minimap, and so they're going to start to rotate over. In the end, Bebop did come over. He got a fantastic hook right as you were about to kill Apollo. Very unfortunate, I know. But overall, it wasn't a good fight to begin with. So that is more so why you died, and less so the fact that Bebop came in. But, you almost did it. You almost did it. Just, you were down a little too much, and it's hard to kill Apollo when you're under him, souls-wise. Can't really buy anything right now, so we'll just fast forward just a little bit. Come back to the lane. Gotta clean it up. Mandatory. I get it. Yeah, your team's taking these crazy fights all the way up to their base. And it looks like they might get blue here. Indeed they do. Taking their signals, fantastic. We rotate over to their last walker. Yep, I was going to say I like this, but I'd probably back up. It's so funny she calls him Prince. I was going to say we got a lot of camps up. Fantastic. At 6,400, we can go by. Diving on the Vin. I was going to say, we don't get that. Very nice. Man, I hate Apollo and I hate Mina. They just have way too much movement. I would go by. I don't know what we're doing. We were right next to Secret Shop. And outmatched. It looks like they're still just following him, and the Ivy's gonna die. We'll see if the Ivy says anything else, because the Ivy is now feeding Apollo. We gotta buy. There we go. Counterspell, Tank Buster, Mystic Balm. Good, we're targeting the page. We get this kill, but it looks like we immediately die. I would imagine because the Apollo comes back. What a parry. RIP. Yeah. Nice try. So after you get that page kill, you gotta recognize that you dove page. So now you're behind the enemy lines. And you gotta book it, right? The ult gives you not just health and resist to get a kill, but to get out. Because they understand that Yamato on that grapple hook is sometimes gonna be in a position she's not gonna want to really be in after the kill's done. Or even if you don't get the kill, right? Like if you don't get page there, you're now behind them with 3 of them coming down at you after they're pushing your team off. So use the ult to get in and then get the hell out. You're really good at landing the full combo and obviously choosing the right target for that combo. You're targeting the page, you're targeting Vindicta, all these squishy characters who do get blown up by Yamato, but you just need to be a little quicker on the escape. Clean some waves, this is fine. They go for mid boss, do we contest? Okay, we don't contest, we weren't really there to begin with. Your team was, but it doesn't look like they really did much, which is unfortunate. Some more farming, grabbing sinners, I like this. Whoa, we are really far up. This is questionable. And it looks like we do get taken out for it. I was going to say, do we dive the low HP Haze? Not a great usage of the ult. I get why we did it, though. She was looking mighty fine. But yeah, like... So I think there, you know, bringing up the lane is fine. You see everybody fighting over in blue. But as soon as you push that up, I would start to transition over to blue, grabbing some more camps of theirs, and then joining the main fight. Because, you know, if you get jumped on, like you just did, then you're taken out of the game, and then that kind of snowballs. And you almost got this low health Haze, but the fact that you're shoving, you know, 3-4 waves into her means that she doesn't really have to go anywhere for a heal. So all they had to do was clear out those waves. She got back up to full, and then pushed you again, leading to your death. Whereas if you know, clear that wave, get it shoved so that they still have to deal with it, but go join the rest of your team to hopefully take out those big players like Apollo. It looks like Apollo's kind of running away with the game right now. Then you could, have actually done something there. I was gonna say, please tell me with the viscous. Yeah, we get him. Oh, nice. Fat Man Joe TV. I don't know why I'm always congested during these, man. It's like Fridays or something. Even though I'm recording this on a Thursday. Hell yeah. Fantastic. Apollo's behind you. Do we go get him? We don't know where he is. Yeah, I would go to this Apollo. I don't know what we're looking at. Bringing the wave up. This is great. There's 3 down. I would keep it shoved, but be wary. You know, they are going to be up fairly soon. At least that Vindicta is. If y'all get this Apollo, it's a fantastic stagger. There we go. So now sieging the base isn't nearly as bad. You know, they're 4 down. They're about to be 3 down, then 2 down. So, you know, you have 10 seconds to do something. So at the very least, we can take towers, and that's probably it. But the fact that you're here by yourself is a red flag. Just an unfortunate situation. Unfortunate situation that, you know, your team's not there to back you up when they're all dead. What a parry. That was sick. That was sick, Cow. There you go. So your team came in the end. Should be able to re-siege now. I would like you to buy and then re-siege, but I don't think we're going to do that. Okay. Yeah, that was a kind of crazy dive, but it worked out. Alright, now we're sitting on nearly 10k. Nice ult. Oh, the rescue beam. Oh, still got him. Transitioning to other towers. I like it. Making sure that base sieges are going to be easier for next time. Looks like we get out here. Sure. Yeah, I was going to say, we're sitting on a lot of change, so I might like to transfer that into something. Juggernaut, Arctic Blast. Fine buys. Juggernaut, maybe for the Haze, but this is a heavy Spirit comp, and especially against Apollo, I would have gone something like Spellbreaker. And even Vindicta, she's doing a lot of Spirit damage while she's in the air, so don't, you know, misconstrue that with bullet damage just because she's actually shooting you. She is shooting you, but she just applied Mystic Reverb with bullets, so you know, it's mainly Spirit damage. This is a little aggro just because, you know, we should be taking shrines here with your team, but it's whatever. Big pick if we can get this page. I was gonna say, just shoot her. I like that we're going for melees, though. It's in the kit. This is crazy greed. I was just say, just go help the team. That Bebop hooks you there. You're fried. You're cooked. Oh my God, we're going back in. Looks like we get punished for it, too. Yeah. You got to counterspell after he goes through you and before that last little burst of damage goes out. Nice try, though. So, you know, I think we'll take a pause here. For the most part, your movement's good. Your combat's good. Your positioning's good. It's now that you're in, you know, supposedly Oracle, that we need to transition into thinking about what is Deadlock as the game. Kind of irrespective of all the characters and, you know, all the individual plays, what do we as a team now need to be doing to get ahead at every moment? In lane, biggest issue. You were getting lane prio, but you weren't transitioning this into anything. You weren't stealing boxes. You weren't getting buff off rip. You weren't getting sinners off rip. These are all ways that we can take the advantage we already have, keeping lane shoved, and transition into a monetary and economic win for the team. Getting that early soul lead that, especially as Yamato, you want to have taking into the mid game. Secondarily, transitioning kills into other objectives like earn or mid boss. Y'all, I don't think have taken mid boss this game. They took mid boss. We didn't contest. But a lot of what I was seeing in that mid game was pushing, hopefully getting a kill or two, and usually dying because we were either out of position or we just kind of stood around for a bit. So we didn't really transition anything into a soul advantage. Like I said, earn, mid-boss, stealing sinners, stealing camps. We did a couple of that, primarily when we shoved a wave and we didn't want to push. But usually when we shoved a wave, got a kill or two, and did something, we didn't really do anything after that. And then focusing the characters, we focused the right characters. But when it came to, you know, trying to shut down a character running away with the game, Apollo being the biggest offender, we didn't buy anything. We didn't buy any slowing hexes. We didn't buy any silences. We didn't buy counterspell till nearly 30 minutes into the game. So these are all things that, you know, you can just do at a quicker rate or start to implement that slowing hex, that silence wave, to really shut down these characters at a much earlier time in the game, hopefully ending the game a little bit earlier. So we'll get you respawn, see how this game finishes out. It seems pretty straightforward. Ooh, they stole Rejuve. Yowza. I believe your team was doing that. Might be wrong. You can let me know down below. Like, sub, join the channel. Go follow on Twitch. Take a breather, Dynamo. It's a game. Good pick. Apollo is destroying your back line. So you're pushing, but your entire team's fighting somebody else. They finally get Apollo. But it looks like they get... I was gonna say, it looks like they get you here. Maybe not. Your team finally comes in because they finished the Apollo. Just a bit of an incongruency between... Oh, they pull out a Silence Wave. Especially against Yamato. Silence Wave is big. Shuts down her whole kit. Can't combo you, can't heal from you. Can't do much when she's silenced. Alright. Looks like we finished the game out here. There we go. GG's. Nice job, Cal. I don't know what that Ivy said. I think they might have been disrespecting you, Cal. R.I.P.
If that doesn't justify my tenure, what does?
Good old Dynamo MVP. You love to see it. So, biggest takeaways, stupid Moo Cow. You're doing well. You're doing well. But I think now that you understand Yamato, which is very obvious, you feel like you know the kit, I would swap up when you grapple to somebody using your 1 and then your 3, especially for flyers. Because a big thing I was seeing against like Vindicta is it would grapple to her, you'd hit the 3, and then you would hit the 1 as you're falling down. Whereas if you grapple to her and hit the 1, the momentum taking you to there means that you're going to stay at her level and can line up the 1 and then hit the 3 and then start to fall. Just very small technical stuff, I know. But swap up that combo just slightly and then transition lane wins into economic wins. Don't just keep holding W. It's a big thing I was doing. It's a big thing that I've been focusing on the last month. So start to transition that. And then same in the mid game. Get a kill or 2, talk to your team, say, hey, what can we do with these 30 seconds that they're out? Can we run Can we steal their doubles? Can we steal a large ad camp? What can we do to make sure that that soul differential starts to grow? Not just because we got the kill, and that, rewards souls. And if we can't really push a walker, we got to do something else. But on the whole, you're doing pretty well. You're doing pretty well. I mean, this was a Archon 3 game, so, not the most difficult thing. Definitely had a pub stomper in the form of Apollo, so, learning how to counter Apollo might be your next step. Learning what buys, both offensive and defensive, because there are ones for both, that can help shut him down. And yeah, you'll keep doing great. Looks like you're doing well so far. So that was another edition of Film Room Friday. If you want to be featured on the next episode, drop your name, match ID, one-word review, and your rank, and we'll see if you get chosen for the next. Outside of that, like, sub, leave a comment if you enjoyed and want to see more videos of this exact same type, and I'll see you in the next one. It's time for me. Deadlock out.